its ingenuity. From small and cheap to elegant muscle to enviable overkill, the Geneva Motor Show has it all. The 84th Geneva International Motor Show, the first major event on the European auto industry calendar, opened its doors, welcoming more than 10,000 accredited media from around the world. The show, considered as one of the world's top 5, started with a bang. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche and Maserati all unveiled their latest supercars.
You know, the Geneva Motor Show is a vitrine, we say, you know, for the world. And it's a vitrine not only for the exhibitors, but for the public. And I think we have fantastic and very powerful cars, but we have also the normal car for everyone. During the press days, we have these fantastic cars. But as you know, some of the cars are changed between the press days and the normal days.
Lamborghini was first to showcase the replacement for the Gallardo, the Huracan, the supercar that is expected to cost around €200,000 when it goes on sale later this year. Powered by a new 5.2-litre V10 engine and an electronically controlled four-wheel drive system, the car has a 0 to 100 time of 3.2 seconds and a top speed of more than 324 kilometers an hour. The Huracan has been developed from scratch and takes its name from the world of bullfighting. The fighting bull Huracan of the Spanish Monte de la Patilla breed was known for his outstanding courage and strong sense of attack. The lightweight design includes a carbon fiber hybrid chassis, which means the Huracan weighs in at just 1,422 kilograms.
It's very important, it's key because it's the backbone of our company. Together with the Aventador, they are the model lineup, but this car is going to sell much more than every other car in the history of Lamborghini. And we are looking forward to have a larger customer base because this car is very easy to drive in the city and very fast and safe on the racetrack.
Ferrari followed with the California T model, a replacement to its old California model. Ferrari added the letter T to the model's name to emphasize the new turbocharged 552 horsepower 3.9-litre V8 engine that replaces the naturally aspirated unit in the current car. The company also said it has achieved virtually zero turbo lag in the California T. The overall length of the car remains the same as the outgoing version. The front view gets a more angular, smiling grille, and air intakes too have a well-crafted curve to them. The headlights and side air ducts are similar to those seen on the Ferrari FF. The rear end gets a new triple fence diffuser, which makes the car a much better looker from that angle as well as giving it a sportier touch. The California can turn from a convertible to a coupe in 14 seconds flat, thanks to its retractable roof.
It's an evolution of already a wonderful model. Obviously now with a new area of turbo engines, it was a good move to have on the California the turbo engine. Yeah, the new technology is already working pretty well. It's the beginning of a new area. Everything is quite difficult for everybody. Mercedes has been so far prepared for the first beginning of the testing, but Ferrari is very close, and I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic championship.
After more than 5 years of development and testing, the production spec Zenvo ST1 made its European debut. Powered by a turbocharged and supercharged V8, the car produces 1,104 horsepower. Couple the power output with the car's relatively low weight of 1,590 kilograms, and Zen will claim this could propel the car to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.6 seconds, making it one of the fastest on the planet.
We've spent 7 years coming to this point. We showed the prototype of the car at the Drivers' Parade in Le Mans in 2009. And since then we have been preparing the whole development of the car. We've been doing the testing, and of course we set up our production. Our main target areas these days are Russia and Middle East, and I think that's where the most cars are going to be sold.
If you look at the figures so far, we've seen that the figures have raised 5.5% in the last month of January in the European market, which is a good sign. We can also notice that for the last 3 months, figures are increasing. But it's only 3 months. We have to see, what will be the tendency in 2014.
Another highlight making its appearance in the Palexpo halls of Geneva is the new Macan. Porsche is introducing the first sports car among compact SUVs with this 5th model series. The focus here is on the Macan S Diesel, which is celebrating its public debut. The new Macan model series unites typical Porsche driving performance with a high level of comfort and everyday practicality. The exceptional positioning of this all-wheel drive, on-road and off-road vehicle is reflected in its engine range. Both the 294 kilowatt Macan Turbo with a 3.6-litre V6 and the Macan S with a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine, which also features bi-turbocharging and 250 kilowatts, are pressing forward into performance regions hitherto unknown in this segment. In this trio, the Macan S Diesel car assumes the role of the powerful long-distance cruiser.
Porsche is very ambitious, and of course when we take place in a World Endurance Championship, we want to be successful. And one part of the team are the drivers, of course with Mark Webber.
Also at the Porsche stand, Mark Webber launched a new chapter in his career when he unveiled the Porsche 919 hybrid he is racing in the FIA World Endurance Championship this year.
We've got a huge challenge on our hands. We're respectful of the opposition. It's a massively complex car. It's the most complex that Porsche have ever done. So we've got a lot on our plate, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
Maserati presented 2 worldwide premieres. The first is the debut of the Quattroporte Ermenegildo Zegna limited edition, the car that developed from the concept introduced at the Frankfurt Auto Show last September. This refined model will be produced in 100 units, one for each of the years of company life that Maserati, founded in 1914, is celebrating in 2014. The second is the much-talked-about unveiling of a new concept car outlining the Maseratis of the next 100 years. McLaren officially revealed its newest supercar, the
You're either a coupe man or a spider man, but as I am, I love my coupes actually. But with a spider here, because it's a retractable hardtop, you get the best of both worlds. And in addition to being just having a carbon fiber tub, means that the only weight that you're adding to the car, which would normally be strengthening the chassis and all that, is eliminated. So basically we're only adding the weight of the engine, of the motors for the roof. So you're getting pretty much a equally high performance package and weight with the car, as well as the adaptability of a spider. We're trying to establish at the moment what are McLaren design traits, what can be carried on further. So with the P1 we were able to come up with a front end that looked a little bit more dramatic, I would say, than the 12C. 12C, not that it was generic, but it really didn't ooze a high level of uniqueness. It was attractive and pretty and all that, but I think we could press it a little bit more. So pushing it more in the P1 direction does give it a little bit more of that emotional sort of performance look, I'd say. So there was an intent to go down that direction.
Yeah, so this is the only ways, including everything included with stereo, amplifiers, full tank of fuel, 1,000. top speed should be over 440 kilometers per hour. But I think what's more interesting is how fast can we get there. Our calculations tells us we can reach acceleration.
Bugatti is continuing its six-part series, Les Légendes de Bugatti, to honor some of the more important people in the company's history. Last year, the long-established French brand successfully presented the first 3 Legends models. Now, Bugatti is celebrating another high point with its 4th legend, named in honor of Rembrandt Bugatti, brother of company founder Ettore, and one of the most important sculptors of the early 20th century. Lexus has unveiled the 2015 RC 350F Sport model. Mechanically, the F Sport retains the RC 350 Coupe's V6, driving the rear wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifts. The rear-wheel drive Performance Coupe will offer features including an active spoiler, more aggressive styling, a torque vectoring rear differential, and larger wheels. Bentley revealed a suite of luxury specification updates to its Continental family of Grand Tourers. This is headlined by enhancements to the styling, power, torque and performance of the flagship model, Continental 6-litre W12 GT Speed, which made its global debut at the show in both coupe and convertible guise. The preview of the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider, the convertible evolution of the award-winning coupe launched last year, was put on show this time around. Characterized by special details and distinctive finishes, the preview is an exercise in style aimed at selecting the contents to be implemented in standard production, scheduled for the beginning of next year. Spiders have always occupied a prime place in Alfa Romeo's heritage because they are the freest and most emotion-driven expression of motoring.
Some of the big brands are trying to make alliances in order to construct cars together. Then they reduce cost. Some others are trying to offer products in the different sectors, you know, to have luxury car, medium car, or if I can say so, cheaper car.
Seat introduced the new Leon Cupra. It will be offered in 2 body styles, the 5-door and the 3-door Sport Coupe. The new Cupra is powered by a 2-litre turbocharged TSI petrol engine with dual injection and variable camshaft timing.
We had a great year last year growing against the trend of the market. We grew by 11% against a stable or slightly decreasing industry, but we were happy to see that some major markets see some very strong first 2 months. Germany seems to be in a good mood. We are very happy, obviously, that Spain seems to recover. We had a strengthening last year. The first 2 months signal that the strengthening can continue in the year 2014.
Citroën introduced the C1, a new version of the outgoing model we first saw in 2005. The French manufacturer says it's roomier than before and able to carry 4 adults in comfort. It's available in 3- or 5-door body styles and has a decent boot capacity of 196 litres with the rear seats folded down. Honda's appearance at the 2014 Geneva Motor Show led with the worldwide reveal of the Civic Type R concept model, providing the styling direction for the exterior design of the highly anticipated production version that debuts in 2015. Dubbed by the design team as a racing car for the road, its bold and aggressive styling reflects the strong performance characteristics for which Type R is renowned.
The Civic Type R concept, we designed it as a racing car for the road, and we really wanted to make a car that has a high performance, and the styling is heavily linked to this performance. Well, we want to make the Civic Type R as a very capable car, of course, to be a fun car to drive, but also to be very fast on the track. So it's almost like bringing WTCC racing car to your garage. That's the overall idea.
The latest range of bespoke and hand-built sports cars from the Morgan Motor Company has been given its world premiere. Media attending the press conference were shown a showcase and grand launch of the company's most powerful Morgan Plus 4 ever produced.
It's very important for the show to show new models, new technologies, and the new technologies are shown by the big brands and the big, the important exhibitors.
Tesla unveiled its new Model S. As the electric car company's share price continues to rocket, the luxury brand attributes its success to the product they've built from the ground up. Tesla is already a brand credited for creating some of the most exciting electric cars on the market. Now, Zurich-based car manufacturer and tuning designer Rinspeed has taken Tesla's Model S to a new level.
What we see behind me is our Rinspeed exchange. The story is quite simple. Everybody's talking about automatic driving in the future, maybe 4-6 years away. And our reasoning is that once my car is driving automatically, I do not want to watch my steering wheel to turn happily left to right. I want to read, I want to sleep, I want to watch movies, anything which I could not do today. So we take a glance in the future. What driving could we see in 6 years' time? The exchange redefines the interior of automobiles, yet it also redefines the driving. In my opinion, we have lustful driving, which means like going over an alpine pass, which also in future I always want to do myself. However, on long motorways, traveling, I'm bored, I don't do anything but watching my traffic. I want to work, I want to sleep, I want to relax. On the exchange we have more than 20 different seating arrangements, meaning a seat turned, a seat in a lie-flat position, and then, so it gives a wide variety. The steering wheel in the exchange is a drive-by-wire system, which means there's no mechanical connection. The steering wheel moves to the center of the car, so there's space for my legs if I want to recline. Imagine a business class of a modern airline. It's exactly the same feeling you get. We have seen in the past, especially from the aviation business, that the machines are more reliable than humans. They don't have headaches, they don't have bad times. And if you look at aviation now, the majority of accidents are human-made, pilot's error, and very small number of accidents are technology failures. So an automated driving car should also be safer, because all the accidents happen because we don't watch out, we are in thoughts or we're someplace else, and not that we don't know how to drive. The luxury function inside the exchange are 2 tablets. You can work, you can on a small screen watch movies, but then you also have a large screen in the back, 4K, meaning very high resolution of having a clear image, crisp sound, and it feels like being in a movie theater on 4 wheels. We have LTE connection in the car, which means high data streaming, that for entertainment, for safety, for information, you are connected to the cloud and to the computers and to other cars as well as infrastructure. I personally believe firmly that driverless driving will be coming. It's not a question of if, only when and how. Certainly it will come in small steps. So within 4 to 6 years, I see it reality, but also first on motorways and not on inner city traffic. I think what's really interesting in the whole aspect is not only technology, it's not only legal aspect to change the law to allow it, liability for insurance reasons as well, but also to gain trust. To gain trust that the machine is safer than driving, and this will take time. It will even take maybe a generation, and the kids, they just grow up with automated cars, and for them it's the most normal thing in the world.
It's connecting to a cloud. We have one cloud which there is all the information about the traffic, about the status of the car, about all the other cars, so we mix that and have the information. Is a car coming against this car? Are there other cars nearby which could be happening an accident? So everything is in one cloud, and we communicate this information via the 4G network into the car back.
Peugeot 308 wins the 2014 Car of the Year award at the Geneva Motor Show.
We invented a very unique interior with a Peugeot iCockpit, and when you drive that small steering wheel, it's just something which is different from competitors. If you add design, the driving sensation, the quality that has really reached the best competitors of the segment, and that unique Peugeot iCockpit, you've got the recipe of that victory.